Welcome back to AM Northwest. You know, it's natural to look at something or someone and form an opinion, but if those thoughts always veer towards the negative, you may have a problem. Here to share how we can stop being so judgmental, we welcome back our confidence coach, Laure Redmond. Good to see you. You know, my mom and I used to have this thing where she'd say, "You're so judgmental," and I would say, "I'm using my judgment." Because there are two different things, really, in many ways.
Yeah, and we're living in a judgy world.
Right, right.
So I felt it was relevant to talk about the fact that we all judge.
We all judge. Why?
Well, there's three main reasons why you're judgmental about someone else.
Yeah.
The first is you don't know them.
Right.
You don't know them well, or you don't know them at all. And you put these little gaps of negativity in your assumptions about them. And it's pretty common that that happens a lot.
Right.
The second reason is that you feel very uncomfortable with something you know about their behavior or their principles.
Right.
So then you decide they're all bad. And the third is that you feel insecure around them, but instead of being honest about that, you decide that there's something wrong with them. So it's a character reflection on you.
So what we dislike about ourselves, we sometimes see in other people and dislike it even more?
Or we don't even know that part of ourselves is what's creating the judgment. But it's easier to judge them than to go, ooh, I feel insecure.
Okay.
You know, like it's...
But we can be judgmental about people that we do really know.
Yeah, if there's reality.
I'm pushing you, aren't I, Laure?
No, but actually there is judgment that is based in reality.
Okay.
Where you know all the facts, you know them well, they did something that was not at all ethical or upright.
Okay.
We have many examples of this.
Yeah.
That's a judgment that's warranted.
Gotcha.
But most people are catty judgy.
Yeah, that's true. You say don't trust a low mood.
You know,
like
I
when
love
you're hungry,
that,
you're in traffic.
all of those things that put us at our lowest level of kindness or respect for someone else. It's called HALT. It's an acronym I love. If you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, don't do anything. Go get food, go take a nap, connect with a friend, HALT, stop. And judgment usually comes when you're in those lower moods and you're feeling critical or you're feeling kind of mean or you start speaking poorly about someone. Take a look and see if you're hungry or maybe you are feeling a little bit lonely or tired or angry. HALT, stop.
That makes sense. You say prioritize curiosity.
Which means do a little mental flip. Because our judgment is usually something critical, like a partner isn't cleaning the kitchen the way you wish they would, right? You always giggle when I...
Because you're talking about your partner, so I know that. Is she leaving the tea bags out again?
The tea bags are still there. She's a heck of a good cleaner, though. So, but a lot of people say, like, oh, if only they would clean.
Right.
But they're cooking.
It's
so
incredible.
Say mental shift. They're cooking. Maybe they're not cleaning well.
Yeah.
Or you're always picking that person out at a party and going, look at their outfit or look at the way they're dancing. That's covering up something about yourself usually that's not necessary. So you flip it. You go, oh, I wish I was as brave as they were.
Right.
That's probably what it is.
Right.
Therefore, you're flipping it. And it may feel a little awkward at first, but it's changing the pathway of constantly being critical or judgy about someone else.
Yeah, you're right. You say, ask, is this about yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, all of our judgments often come from something that hurt, that was not comfortable that we went through.
Right.
The most vulnerable example I would have is I was cheated on.
Yeah.
So I'm really judgmental about unfaithful people.
Right.
Like the minute I hear someone's unfaithful to someone, I am just up in arms.
Yeah.
Because it's bringing that back.
Sure.
So just if you put your judgments down on paper, they're often repetitive.
Right.
See what they connect to in the past, because that's usually where you feel the most reactive about someone you don't even know.
Right.
But they were unfaithful, so it's like they must be an awful person.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like those shows, The Housewives, I don't know all the names of the housewives, but it feels like that show kind of preys on our judgment.
Oh, that's a great
you know,
example.
right?
All of them.
All of them.
In 1 hour.
Yeah. You say, remember, judgment reduces empathy.
Yeah, you know, did you see the Harry Styles big, beautiful production about We Belong Together? It's this new song. It's such a good song, but I thought of it when I was thinking about how we need more empathy in our country, in
Sure.
our world,
Yeah.
with each other. And judgment immediately squashes empathy. It's the opposite of empathy. So I always think if we can just soften a little bit towards each other
Right.
and ourselves, then we're going to belong together more hopefully.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we really need that right now.
Check for envy, housewives.
I know, envy. The housewives are oozing envy.
Right.
A great question. Is this jealousy or is it judgment? Because jealousy is often what's hidden right under judgment.
Oh.
And it's usually you're envious. You're envious of someone else, so you say something not very kind about them. A little nasty on the housewives.
Yeah.
That's usually jealousy. So
Yeah.
a good question is this jealousy or judgment?
Right. And then, can you trust your judgments?
Do that every day. Just take a look, because really the distortion that creates judgment is often those things we don't know enough about. The person, the situation.
That speaks to the show Love Story, you know, by JFK and Carolyn Bissett, right? I don't know if you're watching that.
Yeah.
But they portrayed Daryl Hannah in a way, and I thought, oh, well, I didn't realize she was that kind of a person. And now she's put out an editorial saying, I'm not that kind of a person. I thought, oh, I judged her. I didn't even know her. So there you go. Yeah.
That's such a good example of a distortion.
Yeah.
So every day, just kind of see, is this based in reality or is it a warped version of something I just don't know enough about?
Laura, you're the best. Thank you so much.
You are the best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away. Those tea bags.
Oh.